In a small town nestled between lush hills, there was a young man named Arjun. Arjun was an ambitious and hardworking man, but he often felt like something was missing. No matter how much effort he put into his work, success always seemed just out of reach. His friends and family told him he was capable, but deep down, Arjun didn't believe it. He doubted himself at every step. One day, an old sage arrived in the town. He was known for his wisdom and had helped many people discover their true potential. Arjun, desperate for change, decided to approach the sage and ask for guidance. The young man found the sage sitting under a tree, meditating. He bowed before the sage and said, "Master, I work tirelessly, but I'm still struggling. I feel lost, as though I am constantly failing. Please show me a way to find success." The sage looked at Arjun with kind eyes and said, "There is a treasure hidden deep within the hills. It is said to bring unimaginable success to anyone who finds it. But there is a condition. To find the treasure, you must face your greatest fear. Only then will you be worthy of it." Arjun was both intrigued and hesitant. "A treasure?" he asked. "What kind of treasure is it? And what is this fear I must face?" The sage smiled and replied, "The treasure is not gold or jewels, but something far more valuable. To find it, you must first walk alone through the forest of shadows, a place where fear and doubt grow strong. The forest mirrors your own insecurities, but once you face what lies within, you will find the treasure." Despite his fear of the unknown, Arjun decided to take on the challenge. He had nothing left to lose. The next day, he set off toward the forest of shadows, his heart pounding with both anticipation and dread. As he entered the forest, the trees seemed to close in around him. Strange noises echoed through the air, and shadows danced on the edges of his vision. Arjun's fear began to rise, but he remembered the sage's words. "Face your greatest fear." At first, Arjun felt small and helpless. Every sound, every movement seemed to taunt him. He began to question his decision. But then, in the midst of the darkness, he realized something. The forest was not full of monsters or threats. It was full of his own doubts. Each shadow that frightened him represented his fear of failure, his fear of not being good enough. Arjun stopped walking and took a deep breath. "I have spent so long being afraid of myself," he thought. "I've let fear control me for too long. But not anymore." With renewed determination, Arjun walked forward, his steps more confident with each passing moment. As he moved through the forest, the shadows began to recede, the trees parted, and before long he found himself in a clearing. In the center of the clearing was a simple stone pedestal. On it, there was a small, unadorned box. Arjun approached the box, his heart racing. He opened it slowly. Inside was a mirror. At first, he was confused. "Where is the treasure?" he wondered. "What is this mirror?" Then, as he gazed into the reflection, something remarkable happened. He saw not just his face, but his potential, his strength, his wisdom, his courage. He saw himself not as a man filled with doubts, but as someone capable of achieving anything he set his mind to. He understood at that moment that the treasure was not an external object, but the belief in himself that he had found. With the mirror in his hands, Arjun made his way out of the forest. When he returned to the sage, he was a changed man. The sage smiled knowingly and said, "What you sought was never hidden in the forest, Arjun. It was always within you. The treasure you have found is your own self-belief." From that day forward, Arjun's life was transformed. He no longer doubted his abilities. Whenever a challenge arose, he faced it with confidence, knowing that he could overcome anything. Slowly, he began to achieve success in all his endeavors, both in his career and personal life. The town people marveled at the transformation, and Arjun became an inspiration to others who struggled with self-doubt. He shared his story, saying, "The greatest treasure you can find is the belief you have in yourself. When you believe in your own potential, you will unlock the strength to overcome any fear and achieve your dreams." And so Arjun's journey reminded everyone that the true treasure in life is not found in the world around us, but within the power of our own belief. Moral of the story: self-belief is the key to unlocking your true potential. It's easy to let fear and doubt hold you back, but once you confront those fears and trust in your abilities, you can achieve things that once seemed impossible. The real treasure is your own confidence and faith in yourself.